There you go.
We're back.
We're back. Well, we're actually here for the first time and coming to you live from the great studios of Links and Libations.
Woohoo!
High atop the 48th floor over Lake Como in Geneva National. On my left, I've got the world-renowned Miss Kira Untapped.
And Randy Weckerly to my right.
I'm not world-renowned, even to my kids.
Are.
No, I'm
yes,
not.
you are.
No, I'm not.
Well, you did make that really pretty thing at the far end of the PGA show. That's your phone.
I did. Well, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, we're going to be talking with some great friends, a great brewery down in Miami area, and they'll be coming on here in a minute. But anyway, it's going to be a great split screen. And Miss Carol,
I can't wait. I want to know about the rosé ale.
They got one of the nicest websites in the world.
I really love their can design.
Well,
I really want to know.
Let's try again.
Okay, let's see
if we can get Eric on.
What the heck? Why can't we bring Eric on? Let's try this one more time. I don't know why we can't bring Eric on. Now I can't. There. I don't know why we can't bring Eric on.
That is interesting. Hey, Eric, we're working on this. Trust me, it's we're not exactly sure why we can't come bring you on your phone. That is the first one we've gone back, and I'm not exactly sure what would be missing in this one.
I don't know either. Let's try this again. Nope. Oh. Eric, can you leave another comment? Oh, here.
Yeah, let's try Natalie's phone.
Woo! There you go.
Sweet.
Technology.
Yeah, it's always about
never understands it.
Now, what has just happened for the Facebook Live people is that there's a little bit of technology, and you got to be really good at this. Natalie figured it out. She'll be coming on here live in just a minute.
With Eric.
We're going to allow Eric on. It's going to be a lot of fun. But these split screen live appearances that we're doing, extremely powerful. Something that we figured out how to do. It's great for your marketing and your branding, creating awareness.
All right.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi, Eric.
There we are. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
All right. Good. Made it.
Yeah. We're not exactly sure why your first phone didn't work.
Yeah, so, I don't know why it wasn't working, but we're on now.
It's not one of those rotary things, right, Bree?
No, right? I kept hitting the bell and it didn't work,
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Couldn't find a place to put more quarters.
Right.
Anyway, we've got Eric that is coming to us from Concrete Beach Brewery, I would assume.
Yes.
Early this morning.
Down here
in Miami.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Down in Miami. And we're very excited about that because when the white stuff flies up here, we're coming down in January after the PGA show. So it's...
we'll be open. Oh, yeah.
We hope so. If not, we'll stalk you until we find you.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, tell us about what you're doing and the start of Concrete. It's really cool. Concrete Beach. How did... let's start with the name. How did you come up with the name?
Well, the name, it's kind of like a play on words because when people come to Miami, they believe everybody's going to the beach and everything. And, one of the more popular areas in Miami is actually where we are in Wynwood, which is all concrete. And it's, concrete and street art and, good restaurants and food. And when we started, there was not a lot here. We were one of the first kind of breweries in the area, probably, I think, number 3. Now there's 4. So it's kind of a play on words like, we're not at the beach, we're at the concrete beach in the area.
I like that. That's catchy.
Yeah.
It's a little, it's a little kitschy, right?
Well, it sounds like, one of the cool things for us is that it doesn't snow and the snowbirds are coming.
Oh, yeah.
And so we, golfers golf, then they sip. So Miami is such a great and dynamic place to go. How long have you been in business, and who were the initiators of getting in business?
So, we started in we started construction in 2013, but we didn't really get to open until 2015. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary. We were started by, exactly. We were started by Alchemy and Science, which is a craft beer incubator group that owns 3 breweries. We're us, Angel City Brewery in Los Angeles, and Coney Island Brewery in New York City. Cool. It's been a good little ride. Miami down here, it's hard to get the regulators in check. But right now, right after 2015, everything's been smooth.
Yeah, It's always hard. People, they'll work 80 hours a week so they don't have to work 40 hours for somebody else. It's
Right.
Entrepreneurism is always fun. You have a lot of great events there. How many beers are you do you have on tap now? What is?
That's my
Right.
question.
That's
my
her
question.
She covers bands nationally and the beer worldwide. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll answer. I'll just answer both of you. No, okay. We have 18 taps right now. We have 5 beers that go. That are our core beers. They go to the market. They go to our distributor and stores, grocery stores, bars, restaurants. But we also have our own tap room where we have 18 beers total on tap. So we do those. We have innovation beers. So it kind of keeps. We keep something new and fun on tap all the time, while staying true to our core styles.
Yeah.
I saw that you guys have a rosé ale. What
Mm-hmm.
does,
Oh,
what
yeah,
does
yeah.
that taste like? I saw that. I was like, ooh, that looks good.
So yeah, it's a rosé ale. It's a beer. It's definitely a beer. But I was able to find some white wine grapes in a concentrate form. So we ordered a lot of them. We got white Zinfandel grapes. Ordered those with a touch of blueberry juice added to the beer, and we ferment it. We ferment it. It's an ale, but we actually ferment it long like a lager because we do a second pitch of yeast to make sure it's very dry, very clean. And we actually, so it takes about just as long as our Havana lager to brew, but it comes out super dry, lots of tannins, and slightly pink. And it really does look like rosé in a glass, but it's still definitely a beer. People still ask, is it wine or is it a beer? But it's still a beer.
So what is it? Does it taste more like a beer or somewhere in between?
Mm-hmm.
Or
it's definitely in between. You definitely, if you were going at it blind, you'd say, oh, this is kind of like a wine. It's kind of like a beer. So we tried to kind of meld the two together.
So are you aging those in oak barrels then, or reposition barrels?
No,
or what?
no. This one, we have some oak barrel beers that we've begun using. We've been using Jamaican rum barrels and some tequila barrels. But for the rosé, we only brew it in our stainless tanks.
Yeah. How many times can you use those barrels? Is it like a once and done, or?
We don't like to really use them more than twice unless we're going to sour with them. So if you're going to use them for regular beers that aren't souring, you really don't want to use them more than twice because then bacteria will begin to grow in them.
Yeah. Well, we do not want that.
No.
Uncle Randy,
but in sours you do. In sours you do want the bacteria to grow.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what makes a sour is that there are good bacteria like yogurt bacteria that will grow, and their byproducts will lower the pH and create a nice little tart sour flavor. And so that's like with your favorite traditional sours that are aged for years in sometimes in Sauternes barrels or or at port barrels. They can really create this really nice rich flavor from that.
Yeah, it looks like you have quite a. Your website's beautiful, by the way. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, we have a great artist team, and they do lots of great stuff for us. They really have a finger on how what we want it to look.
I was gonna say I love your guys' cans and the graphic art on your cans. I was like, they're so colorful.
Oh yeah, well I mean, yeah, it's you got to stand out in Miami, right? You have to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting place to be from. Now, have you lived in Miami all your life, or did you go?
No,
by choice,
I grew up in Los Angeles actually, and so I grew up. I have a lot of family in Miami, but I grew up in LA. So cool. I've only been here for a few years actually.
Yeah. Well, how many? So you have a lot of great events. It looks like. How many evenings? Is it a lot of evenings per week that you have that, or on the weekends, or?
Yeah, we pretty much have an event almost every weekday. Little small things here and there, but then we have our monthly events like our Pups and Pints, our comedy night, and our Havana nights, which is an event first Friday of every month that celebrates our flagship beer, Havana Lager. We have Cuban style music coming. We have a cigar roller. And then there's a local, Cuban food vendor that comes in. They come in actually every Thursday, Friday, but then they have a special menu for Havana nights. And then we have weekly events like Sola sessions where we have a local band will come and play.
Yeah, we want to really get keyed into that because what we're trying to do is key into where golfers golf and we say golfers golf, then they sip. So
Right.
they only can play. They only can play golf so long. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And that, and that could be 3 holes before they get fed up with it. And then if they're near a place like yours, the golfing comes to an end very quick. But what we wanted to do in our Florida's Open for Business campaign is make sure that the people that are around you, that we go and we say, hey, you can go golf there, you can go eat there, you can stay there, go to the spa, and do your shopping. So so if you have a list of people that you work with or whatever you want to highlight, it looks like your events would be a lot of fun. So I'm.
How many? How many people is the max capability or?
Get it out.
I can't talk to it.
Get it out. Get it out.
It's Thursday.
Max capacity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's not a max capacity.
I don't know it completely offhand, but I do believe it's around 150 for our tap room.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know exactly, but I believe it's about 150.
And then, do you guys do tasting tours?
We do every weekday. Every weekday we have tours at 7 p.m. and then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we have it at 1, 2, and I believe 4.
Cool.
That is very cool. Yeah. So, we really appreciate it, and what we want you to do, and we want people here that are on this particular watching this, we want to leave notes, because a lot of people watch this when they're done, and we'll give you a call at the end of how to post it on your Facebook page, and we attract a lot of people nationally coming down, because you're in a place that
I want to be in.
Guaranteed not to bust.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Okay.
Guarantee. Hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, we have the shortest. Wisconsin's beautiful for 80 days, and then we have fall, and then we have winter. So
so you're in it right now. You're towards the end. Yeah.
2 weeks from now, literally after
2
Labor
weeks.
Day, it can frost after Labor Day. We'll pull the piers out of Lake Geneva, and up north.
So I'll see you in 2 weeks then, right?
You will see. If you have a bet, we said this, it was funny. We were doing an Isla Morada brewery, right?
Yeah.
And we said jokingly, if you have a bed in the back, our whole team, we only got 4 or 5 of us, and they said, no, we actually do a beer and breakfast, or what was that? Beer, bed, and breakfast. Beer, bed, and breakfast. They have a couple.
Oh, wow.
For that. And I said, perfect.
That doesn't sound too bad either, right?
No. We're going to the PGA show because the other part of what we do, I've been in the golf world for about too long, 50 years, and up there at that show about 35. So the guys that you see play golf on TV, I work with, and the big companies, and
they like to have a sip or two.
Yeah, in our magazine.
Oh, of course, right.
Yeah. So you want to be in our Links Libations magazine. It's delivered electronically, and we're just trying to tie together. Florida's had some publicity, with the red tide, some different things.
Right.
They're open for business.
But you're open for business.
Yes, we are. Yes.
It's going to get warm, and you're in the Miami area, and where it's more concrete than it is sand, Miss Kara.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, again, please keep us in mind when you got anything coming up. Tell us. Kira and I do a weekly recap on Tuesday. Tell us about your events. Just email them to us, and we always this phone is always open. Now we know how to use it. So
yes,
we got
Me too.
All right. Well, it's a learning experience. You're one of the
exactly.
First. Yeah, it's awesome. Eric did a great job. Say hi to Natalie for us. We're glad to use her phone.
Definitely will. I will.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the time.
All right.
Bye, Eric. Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care. Cheers.
What